And we now talk to infectious diseases expert, Dr. Ron Jean Solante. Good morning, doctor. Thanks for taking our call.
Good morning, Ria.
Doctor, we'd like to get your take on the DOH findings that cases in all Mindanao regions are increasing very quickly. And in fact, they're outpacing the number of infections in the NCR. What do you think is causing this?
Well, number one is always the people mobility. Since they opened up the economy earlier than us, and there are now more people in establishments working, then that makes them higher risk for exposure, especially for regions where vaccination is still very low. And then second, other important factor is really the people behavior in terms of following the minimum health safety protocols.
Now, the LGUs in Mindanao, they want stricter quarantine protocols. What else can they and should they do in order to contain the spread of the virus?
Well, Ria, it's still very important for us to instill to every individual and everyone that the importance of really wearing the face shield, the face mask, and more importantly, avoid gatherings, especially in enclosed spaces. We know how the behavior of this virus now, even in airborne, aside from droplets, and we know these are the important factors why there is always increased risk and possible surge of cases.
Doctor, I noticed you mentioned their face shields. Of course, yesterday, Mayor Isko Moreno was asking for that requirement to be dropped so that we don't have to wear face shields in public places. When will it be safe for us to no longer wear face shields? And is it even safe to wear face shields now, considering ang init-init ng panahon?
Actually, this is the most important time to wear the face shield. Why? Because of the other factor aside from the non-compliance or full compliance, but we have the new variants. And these new variants are 50, 60, 70% more transmissible than the old variant. And that makes us highly vulnerable with exposure. And that's why we should still implement the wearing of face shield. Aside from a layer of protection, the fear of this new variant is really still here.
Speaking of the variants, Dr. Solante, how widespread are the new variants in the Philippines?
Okay, based on the Philippine Genome Center release of their data, the most common is still the South African variant and the UK variant. Although we don't have any idea yet how extensive the distribution, because the samples tested are only around 7,000, and that's not even more than 5% of the total positive. So we don't know yet how much of this is really occurring and be responsible for all of this. But we already surmise with the rate of the increase in the cases, it could be also driven by this variant of concern.
All right. Now, given, as you said, this increase possibly due to the new variants, is there a certain metric or number by which we can say, okay, when we reach that level, we no longer have to wear face shields?
So we need to determine first if there is already absence of community transmission of the virus. So now our category is there's still community transmission, and that makes it very difficult not to wear this face shield. So the most important metric here is if there will only be clustering of cases in some part of a community, that's one. But if there's still continuous community transmission, very, very dangerous to lift the lifting of face shield implementation.
Okay, let's talk about NCR and NCR Plus. We are under GCQ at least for the next 2 weeks. What would your recommendation be after that?
I think we should still be on heightened restriction or modified GCQ, the heightened restriction type of GCQ. Cases are still high, not yet comfortable to say that it's already safe. And if we can maintain this current situation of a GCQ, then I think we will be okay, hopefully.
All right. So for you, Doctor, it would be status quo.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
Thank you so much for your time this morning. That was infectious diseases expert, Dr. Ron Jean Solante.